A man is a loyal fan of a Demon King game. The goal is to raise a weak Demon King into the most powerful being. But one day, the developers suddenly released a DLC that drove players wild. You could play a seductive character and bond with the Demon King. Upon hearing this, I joined other netizens to protest. Just then, a bright light sucked me into the computer. When I opened my eyes, the building before me looked familiar. Before I could react, the butler addressed me as the noble Lord Neon. I recognized him as Kane, the game's starting butler. Entering the manor, the butler bowed and thanked me. He said no one had volunteered to teach the Demon King, so he was deeply grateful. This made me realize I was inside the game. Meanwhile, maids were dressing up the Demon King. The Demon King was nervous about meeting the tutor who would teach him. A maid told him to stay confident. After all, who wouldn't love a cute Demon King? Soon, I met Coley. Following the game's plot, Coley was the only son of the second strongest Demon King. However, 2 years ago, his father and allies departed after a crushing defeat. So, Coley became king at just 5 years old. Since then, the family's power declined. Their rank dropped to 72nd in the demon realm. At this rate, his throne will soon be in danger. As I showed my respect, Coley ran to me and bowed. Dear tutor, please feel free to talk to me. Treat me as your student, not a king. Seeing his cute expression, I naturally patted his forehead. From now on, just call me teacher. I'll make you the greatest Demon King ever. But when I returned to my room, my world came crashing down. What is happening? I actually volunteered to be Coley's tutor. I'm a huge fan. But clicking a mouse isn't real-life protection. I don't even know magic. I intended to politely refuse. Maybe it was Coley's excitement. Or maybe I understood his pain too well. As I wondered what to do next, a golden light entered my eyes. The next moment, shattered memories of this body flooded into my mind. After regaining my memory, I found out I was once a powerful demon. Now I don't have to worry. With this, I can definitely do it. I can even reach my dream ending. The next day, I took Coley outside to study. Outdoor lessons feel more pleasant, and it improves his focus. Just then, I noticed Coley's teddy bear, which wasn't in the game. Coley told me it was his only friend. There must be a hidden story here. I'll look into it later. Since it's the first day, we'll learn basics of magic control. What about Demon Realm history? Kane said I should finish other basics before starting magic control. Coley, to protect your people as king, you must first understand power. That's why we start with magic control, martial arts, and imperial sovereignty. I like this plan, but I've already learned about imperial rule. That's strange. If he's learned it, why is he still so polite to other demons? Then, I made him a training diary. It will help you build ruling skills. If you do your homework, I'll reward you with pudding. In this game, favorability is a crucial factor. Alright, back to the topic of magic. Everyone has a fixed mana value. Stored mana gathers into a mana core. Do you know what determines how much usable mana you have? Demons and dragons both have circuits. Do you know what they do? I know. They allow us to use magic. Correct. More accurately, they are mana channels. More circuits mean more mana flow. Available magic depends on your circuits. What a smart girl. You learn quickly. Stored magic is innate, but circuits increase through effort. Next moment, the magic in my palm shot skyward. If your magic reserves are plentiful, and you expand your circuits, you can release massive magic at once. This scene stunned the butler nearby. Such power exceeds a third-rate tutor. He believed that with my help, Coley could definitely become stronger. Shortly after, news of Coley's tutor spread widely, but the high-ranking lords didn't care. However, this boring news was very interesting to some, specifically the 71st level demon lord. Meanwhile, Coley determined to finish her homework, so she found her favorite maid. Then, with a serious face, she shouted, "Start cleaning immediately." The sudden attitude confused the maid, but she started cleaning anyway, just using magic to clean. Just then, the maid noticed Coley's training log. I understand, the tutor must have ordered this to make her act like a lord. So she played along. Understood. You want me to be more thorough? I will follow your command, excited to finish her homework. Coley told the maid she was leaving. The maid chuckled nearby. Her Highness is always so cute. Coley soon hummed a tune to me, telling me she finished her homework. So I decided to give her a little white bear plushie. She was very excited, eager to receive it, but right then, she noticed the butler's expression. She immediately looked down, disappointed, saying she didn't need it. Like in games, castle finances are a problem. They're worrying over a plushie? I'll help. I offered to manage the budget until she's ready. Seeing Coley's blank expression, I knew she didn't understand. Then I turned to the butler. Don't misunderstand. I'm not taking over due to incompetence. We just have different strengths. Let me do what I'm best at. In the near future, I'll put Coley above all lords. As I spoke, Coley grabbed my sleeve. Then she told me, Teacher, I believe in you, so please make us rich. Just trust me. A gold mine is coming our way. I continued teaching Coley to move mana. Those circuits are rare. Her mana capacity is unimaginable for the lowest 72nd level lord. This potential is unheard of. At this rate, I don't need to worry about progress, though I wanted to push more. Her stamina is too low. Good job. Take a break. Then we continued physical training. After a while, Coley started running, but she still held her white bear. The butler told me it was a 5th birthday gift from her father, a memento of her father. That's why she cherishes it so much. His passing was a major plot twist, but when Coley is strong enough, I'll tell her the details. Just then, a servant said a letter came from level 71. Level 71? What do they want now? Kane's worry is understandable. In the demon realm, one level gap means huge power differences. But Kane needn't be afraid, because this is exactly what I've been waiting for. Soon came the day. The 71st level demon lord visited. I could feel it. Even the carriage driver is no ordinary person. Soon, Lord Cetri of level 71 stepped out of the carriage. Then they bowed, showing their respect. To see through Baphomet's disguise, I thank you. Not an ordinary person. How could an ordinary person become the Demon King's mentor, right? What an interesting fellow. You have a point. The butler is quite surprised. Before the nobility of the demon realm, how does he dare be so rude? May I ask why you are here? You're certainly impatient. Can't we talk inside? I'm afraid not, unless you have a valid reason. An apology. This is Lord Coley's territory. Even if you hold a high rank, you can't just enter another demon king's domain. Does someone like him dare look down on me now? In the past, someone like him would have been. Thinking this, he reluctantly explained. The groom saw through my intent, using Lord Cythri's name to tell everyone Coley is indeed a demon king. Baphomet, please wait again. It won't take long. Then I led him to the hall. When is that kid coming? I have urgent financial matters to discuss. What is this gesture? Are you trying to seduce me? To this, I told him, I manage the finances here. You can talk to me. He couldn't take his eyes off me. Men are so easy to handle. In a recent human adventurer action, many soldiers logged out helping floor 72. You must pay compensation and extra labor costs. Whose idea was it to send those soldiers? Of course, it was mine. You couldn't stop humans on your own, right? Really? You're a complete piece of trash. What? What did you just say? I heard you correctly. How dare you treat a high demon king this way? Enraged, Cythri crushed the coffee cup. Are you insane? You're mad because I called you trash, right? Facing his terrifying pressure, I protected the kneeling servant. You forced extra troops on a weak demon king, and now you demand money for it. If that's not being trash, then what is? Your rudeness is limitless. You ask for this. I tried to be discreet. But now I'll change tactics. Snap the fire attack. Instantly vanished. This shocked Demon King Cythri. We are civilized demons. Why not resolve this through dialogue? I have an interesting proposal for you. A mere nobody like you dares make a proposal to me? Of course, I know you can't refuse, because it concerns your seal. Your Majesty, once the 12th rank fell after your power was sealed. If you're just repeating common knowledge, then get lost. Shouldn't you be conquering higher floors? The seal on your power is held by a mid-level demon king, or a higher being on certain floors. How about a deal? I will help you break the bonds of the seals on your body. But how do you intend to help me? You just saw a fraction of my power. After hesitating, he signed a peace treaty with me. Overwhelming compared to my peak. If this is only part of his strength, even 1/10, it's worth the gamble. After I signed the contract, our blood merged into it. Meaning we must strictly follow the terms. No turning back. Koli, from now on, Lord Sithri will assist us. Thank you, Lord Sithri. You're welcome. Let's get along. Kid. We're allies now. Still dare call a demon lord kid? Lord Sithri, I'll have to teach you basic manners. Fine, no need to teach me. I'll just do it. Let's get along then. Ms. Koli, see, you're actually quite good at this. Should have done this from the start. Now let me explain how to fulfill the contract terms. From now on, Lord Sithri will also become my student. This made him quite angry. What nonsense is this? I know, Your Majesty. Among the demon kings, you were once a very influential figure, but now, you are nothing more than power and influence were mediocre. The lowest status. A demon king easily forgotten. Don't be so harsh. You're the one asking for help. What's with that expression? You think you've reached your limit. Now, your only choice is to reclaim your sealed power. But let me tell you, you can still grow stronger. In the game, Sithri pursues his lost power, constantly growing stronger, and becomes Koli's steadfast ally. Don't joke with a demon king. I'm not joking about this. I'll come find you. I'm the demon king. You should come to me. Just then, Nikoli hugged me tightly. No, he's my teacher. You hear that? I can't, right? Fine. Once a week should be enough. If that satisfies you, let's do it. What does that mean? You mean you're anxious? That I'm the one wanting to see you? Who knows? You'll find out soon. The alliance with Sithri succeeded, but problems remain. Days later, I told Sithri I can't teach him anymore. I'm busy organizing his troops, and have no free time. So, if Her Majesty could help, I'd be truly grateful. Majesty Koli, I have one more request. Could you deliver the final strike? My respects to you. Commander L. Mentor, why did you come with the Queen? The Queen is as cute as ever. We're seeing where Koli learns swordplay, and settling some other matters. So, Lord Neen, was building command just a side task? Maintaining order is only natural. Vice Commander Varuna, perfectly natural? Have you actually led troops? I don't mean to be disrespectful, but uniting forces takes time. Is that so? Then watch how I do it. I soon led them to the training ground. Varuna is skilled and loyal. But only to Koli. I'll ensure he obeys me. Nice to meet you. Amsilin, I'm Koli's mentor. You stole Lord Sithri from us. I did. And I believe it was right. After all, when you were lost, I was the one who took you in. He shouted in rage, thinking a mentor can talk however he wants. Seeing his attitude, I squeezed his hand much harder. He pulled away in pain. Amsilin, watch your tone. Your future master is right here. Yet you dare challenge his mentor? Did Sithri teach you this? Are you insulting Lord Sithri? So you still see Sithri as master? Look closely. Your master is no longer Sithri, but Lord Koli. He's standing right here. So cute. Wait. That's not the point. My only master is Lord Sithri. At least you have some spine. Since you're so stubborn, I have no choice. The next moment, I exerted gravity, pinning everyone to the ground. Even Varuna felt the immense pressure. I have no use for disobedient dogs. This is your last chance. Do you want to cling to the past and log out here, or hope for a new future? I swore loyalty to Lord Sithri, so I must follow his orders. Satisfied, I snapped my fingers. Will definitely be useful. I released the pressure on everyone. You idiots. Why won't you just listen? Why cause me trouble? You know Coley and I are allies, right? Lord Citri. But that alliance is only on paper. Shut up. It's a real alliance. I want this relationship to last. For the upcoming war. This alliance is essential. Understood, Majesty. We were out of line. I said I'm not your Majesty. Try again. Who are you? Yes, sir. We are Lady Coley's army. Seeing them so obedient surprised the commander and Coley. See? I told you. Useful if they appeared earlier. Kelly saw my hand movements and gave Shitri a thumbs up. Now that the trouble is solved. Next is Shitri's training.